Hey guys, what's up and welcome to a new League of Legends video. Now, the newest champions, Rockon and Xayah, have been released. Their abilities have been revealed, and I want to make this video and go over them together with you guys, explain them, and just overall observe and understand these new champions together. So, first let's check out Rockon, who's going to be... Actually, no, let's check out Xayah. She's the ADC. She's the one that does the damage. Let's see what she does first. Let's check out her abilities, right? This is the main thing that we care about. Her passive, Clean Cuts. After casting an ability... let me open this quickly. After casting an ability, Xayah's next few basic attacks will pierce through all enemies in their path, dealing reduced damage to all targets after the first. They'll also leave a feather when where they land. Feathers remain on the field for a moderate length because one of her other abilities actually combines her the feathers on the ground to bring them back to her. This is how that looks like. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's pretty OP actually, honestly. That's pretty freaking OP. Her Q ability, Double Daggers. Pretty simple, excuse me, pretty simple. Just throws two blades in a line, damaging all enemies hit, and then knives leave a feather where they land. It's pretty much like her passive, honestly. You just sort of force the feathers to land right then and there, right? Very simple, very simple. Her W, Deadly Plumage. This is a pretty cool one. Xayah conjures a storm of feather blades that increase the strength and speed of her next two basic attacks. If Xayah attacks an enemy champion while empowered by Deadly Plumage, she'll gain a short burst of movement speed. If Rockon is nearby when Xayah activates Deadly Plumage, he'll also gain the abilities of Fest, which is pretty damn OP, honestly. Look at that. Ooh, God, hey. Oh yeah, it looks really cool. Like, it actually looks super cool. I can't believe he gets the pounce. Like, that's busted. That's actually busted. Holy shit. I can't believe he gets that as well. That's insane. Blade Caller. Xayah recalls all feathers which deal damage to enemy champions they strike on the way back to Xayah. If a target is struck by several feathers at once, they'll be briefly removed. Right? So that's the feathers on the ground there. Her passive and her Q essentially release, right? And then you use your E, and they come back to her, deal damage, and snare, for instance, in this case, Jin, because two or more feathers hit him. Her ultimate, Featherstorm. She leaps into the air, becoming briefly untargetable. After a short delay, she hurls a storm of blades in the cone, each of which deals damage to struck enemies and leaves a feather upon a landing. Xayah may continue to move while airborne. That's cool. Oh man, you can do so many cool things with that. This is a cool champion. I have to say, she looks so much fun to play. I don't know, man. If you're an ADC main, I would definitely be pretty hyped. Let's check out these quick gameplay previews just for the sake of it. Let's see what she can do. Let's see what she can do. Hey. Oh. Hey. You saw that, right? She moved. As she's in the air, you can move left and right. Watch. Pretty cool. So she has some nice, decent range. Probably finish off with the Q here. Yeah. Oh, the Q missed, unfortunately. Never lucky. Kind of bad skill shots there, but a lot of just harass, a lot of consistent harass coming out over and over and over. Check out this one here. This is like a team fight, I believe. Going on the side, using the Q, using the W with the passive, using the ultimate, dodges that ultimate. Just goes up with the assault. So the big thing to note there, without question, is her dodging is that ultimate. Check it out. Right? Is that ult her? And she goes in the air and dodges the death mark. The death mark doesn't apply whatsoever. Think of it similar to like a busy. That's it. And then she goes in for the assault. Pretty busted, man. I have to say. Pretty damn busted looking. That's super, super fun. Now let's check out Rockon, the Charmer. What does his abilities do? Passive. Fey Feathers. Rockon's coat occasionally generates a shield even in combat. Rockon can reduce this ability's cooldown by attacking enemy champions. Very simple. Very simple. Boop. And he gets a shield. That just chills. Okay. I mean, again, not much to show. Pretty cool. Gleaming Quill. Rockon slings an enchanted feather forward. If it connects with an enemy champ or epic monster, it deals damage and Rockon's cloak surges with magic. After a brief moment, a heal triggers in the area around Rockon. The heal activates immediately if Rockon touches the ally. Okay. Very simple. Next. Grand Entrance. Rockon leaps forward, landing stylishly at his destination. He then pauses for a dramatic effect before launching into the air and knocking nearby enemies. This is a pretty cool one. That's pretty cool. Then you have Battle Dance. Rockon leaps to an ally's side, shielding them from harm. He can cast Battle Dance again for a few seconds after, even on the same target. If Xayah is the target, he rushes to her aid from an increased distance. So you can see here, if they're played together, they do get extra bonuses to certain abilities. Not every single ability, but some of them will be just essentially stronger. So if they're played together, there are definitely benefits or bonuses overall. Look at that. That's pretty cool, honestly. That just gives him like some sweet mobility. And I'm assuming the two circles mean that One is for normal allies, and one is for if he uses it on the girl, right? I'm assuming that's if he uses it on her, and this is on a normal ally. And then you have his ultimate, the quickness. He breaks into a sprint, enchanting his code and captivating his audience. While the quickness is active, Rockon charms and damages all nearby enemies he touches. Works once per champion. The first champion he touches grants him a huge burst of movement speed. Alright. That is so cool. That looks like so much fun to use, man. Like, I feel like that can... Holy shit. I feel like in a team fight, that can have some serious potential. I'm not even gonna lie right now. Let's check out what she can do in a team fight. Let's see what he can do. Where is he? He's right there chilling. Okay. So Jin is ADC, so he doesn't have the bonus effects with his girl, but let's see what he can do here. He's probably E on the least here? Yeah. Oh my god. He's on the least. Uses the knockup. That's some serious gap close. Jesus. That's the E with the W instantly. Look at this shit. E, boom. And then instantly into the W, knocks him into the air, gets the kill on the Vayne, and the Vi shortly after. That is some spicy gap close. Holy shit. That's freaking intense. Check this out. EW again. Goes back to the E for retreat. Oh my god. Then he used... Dude, this guy is sick. Holy shit. He's got so many dashes. Like, just look how that is. Okay, so he E's on the Shackle. Boom. Instantly goes in for the W on the Ezreal again, right? The EW combo, which is huge gap close, like massive gap close. And that's his basic abilities too. Does his thing on Ezreal. He's really low, right? So he's like, okay, I gotta retreat. So he uses the second part of his W or E, I think it's E, where he goes back on the ally. Okay. So he retreats back to Shackle. And then he's like, you know what? Actually, since we have the upper hand here, I can actually go back in. And then he uses his ultimate, which essentially is another gap close or dash, and goes back onto the Bard. I don't know, man. That's just a busted ass champion, I have to say. That's a busted looking champion. Holy shit. I don't know. They both look absolutely just holy shit amazing. I don't know. I'm actually hyped. I'm actually hyped. So once they come into the PvE server, I will have gameplays of both of them. One playing obviously the male, one playing the female. I'm excited, man. I'm definitely excited. If you're someone that plays ball lane, or if you're like your boyfriend, girlfriend, and you want to play together, this is like the best way to do it without question. So I'm definitely hyped. I'm definitely excited. If you're excited and hyped as well, boom, hit it with that like button. I will have the gameplay videos coming out very soon, but for now, we have to chill and wait for the PvE to come back up. Either way though, let me know what you think down below of the two champions, and I'll see you guys in just a bit. Peace, 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 peace.